the newly signed Jimmy Garoppolo on Friday. The Raiders quarterback says he's already been in touch with All-Pro wideout Devontae Adams, and he has big goals in 2023.
I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I know every player says that when they come up to their first press conference, but that's my goal. I want to go get a ring, get the silver and black back to where it should be.
Elsewhere, Mike Gesicki is switching sides in an AFC East rivalry. The former Dolphins tight end agreed to a one-year deal with the Patriots that's worth up to $9 million. The Bengals' addition of Orlando Brown Jr. at left tackle could cost them their blindside protector from last season. Jonah Williams has requested a trade out of Cincy, per NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. And the Eagles got some insurance for Jalen Hurts, agreeing to a deal with Marcus Mariota to back up their Pro Bowl quarterback. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits from financially strong insurers.
Call 800-715-9880.
That's right, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling today.
Call 800-715-9880. That's 800-715-9880.
Sponsored by Annuity General. Producers have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer. Increased income is possible using strategies suited to your goals and may require buying multiple annuities and holding them full term.
And we've got your border weight update brought to you by Pacific Manufactured Homes, with hundreds of customizable floor plans from 400 to over 3,000 square feet. Downtown Port of Entry has 7 lanes open with a 20 to 25-minute wait. No wait in the Sentry Lane, no wait in the pedestrian lanes. Eastport, the Gateway Port, 2 regular lanes open, 20 to 25-minute wait. 20 to 25-minute wait in the 2 ready lanes. There is no wait at the East Sentry Lane. This Border Weight Update brought to you by Pacific Manufactured Homes. Call Rosalind Bramer or Angie West for new and used manufactured homes. They have financing available. Give them a call, 760-554-6196, Pacific Manufactured Homes.
Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency is teaming up with local cities with their cleanup. This event will be held in Westmoreland this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon, 201 West 1st Street by the water plant. For Westmoreland residents, free collection for all Imperial Valley residents of used tires, with or without rims. No tires from tire businesses. No more than 9 tires. It's the law. Without a written exemption from local environmental agency, LEA. You can call LEA at 442-265-1888. Between 10 and 20 tires will be accepted with an exemption from LEA. Also, there's a free collection of electronic computers, televisions, or monitors. Must show proof of residency, utility bill, or driver's license. For more information, you can call 1-877-RECYCLE. That's 877-RECYCLE. Funded by a grant from Cal Recycle.
And it is 7:31 on this Saturday morning. It is March 18th. It is March 18th. We survived St. Patrick's Day. We got some birthdays today. The big shot birthdays, composer John Kander. He was a composer in Chicago. Now, I'm guessing it's not the musical group, but the play that was in Chicago. He is 96 today. Brad Dourif of Deadwood and Lord of the Rings. He's 73 today. We have Karen Grotberg of the Jayhawks is 64. Haven't heard of the Jayhawks. Jeffrey Owens of the Cosby Show, he is 62. He's one of the son-in-laws, I think. Thomas Ian Griffith of Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid Part 3. He's 61. TV personality Mike Rowe. He's the guy that does all them dirty jobs. He's 61 today. Vanessa Williams of Desperate Housewives, Ugly Betty. Vanessa Williams was also a Miss America or something. She's 60 years old today. David Kubit medium, 58 today. Michael Bergen of Baywatch is 54. We have Queen Latifah. She is 53 today. Dane Cook says he's a comedian. I never thought he was that funny. But anyway, he makes some money at it. He is 51. Sutton Foster of Younger and Bunheads is 48. Actor Adam Paley of the Mindy Project, 41. Cornelius Smith Jr. of Scandal is 41. Dwayne Henry of NCIS, 38 years old today. Lily Collins is 34. Julia Goldani Tejas of Bunheads is 28 today. Clara Bravo of Big Time Rush is 26. We're getting into Nickelodeon now. Blake Garrett Rosenthal of Mom, he's 19 years old today. The local birthdays, we got a few of them coming up.
When you have a chance, check out the KXO website, kxoradio.com. Subscribe to the KXO YouTube channel and keep in tune with what's happening around the valley. And follow us on Facebook. All sorts of neat things pop up on our Facebook page.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alan Amaya, Alicia Salgado, Alicia Chavez, Bethany Pinedo, Blanca Norma Jimenez, Bob Miller, Christina Dueñez, Ernie Medina, Jabez Mo, John Caltagironi, Kenneth Plunkett Jr., Martha Marshall, Norma Montoya, Rachel Elizabeth Powers, Alejandro Hernandez, Sylvia Carrillo, Trinith Garcia, Virginia Becerra, Sally Longoria, Maxine Olds. We have Alexander De Leon, Adrian Castellanos, Lupita Alvarez, Cesar Mendoza, and Anthony Mercado. Happy birthday to every single one. Happy anniversary to Ernie and Connie Zuniga.
It's March Madness on AM 1230.
3 seconds, no timeout.
The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
For the win!
We've got the action all the way through the Final Four and the championship game. March Madness on KXO AM 1230, brought to you by
Imperial Valley College, Dan's Auto Body in El Centro, and the Center for Employment Training.
And it is now time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. Former President Trump says he's expecting to be arrested on Tuesday, claiming without evidence that he's basing this claim on what he calls illegal leaks from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Trump is calling on his supporters to protest on his Truth Social platform. Political analyst Larry Sabato.
We're in for another period of great turmoil and division. And of course, it only takes a small number to use violence to upset the whole country's apple cart.
A grand jury has been considering a possible indictment of Trump over alleged hush money payments to Stormy Daniels. Political analyst Greg Valliere.
He has a track record of saying he's a martyr, and it's nothing but witch hunts, and I think he'll do that again, and I think he will obscure the facts of this and play to people's emotions.
New York law enforcement is making security preparations. CBS News special report. I'm Allison Keys.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Another atmospheric river will arrive in California next week. This is National Weather Service meteorologist Alex Tardy.
Coming in on Monday, and then on Tuesday, it looks like we get the bulk of it. And it's a healthy atmospheric river. It's not weak by any means, and it takes right aim into Southern California.
New information shows that 44% of California is completely drought-free, a 27% improvement from just last week. 36% of California is in moderate drought and 8% in severe drought, with 10% experiencing abnormally dry conditions. A 12-year-old student is recovering after being stabbed at Francisco Middle School in San Francisco yesterday. This is school district spokesperson Laura Dudnick.
Francisco Middle School and all of our middle schools have many wellness supports available for students, and so we know that coming out of the pandemic, this has been a very difficult time for students and that schools are working on rebuilding their communities.
The stabbing was a result of a fight over a video game. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in Brawley at the Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the KXO newsroom, all suspects are now in custody. El Centro Police had been called to a reported robbery in January of 2021. The incident was at the ATM drive-up automated teller machine belonging to Wells Fargo Bank in the area of 2050 North Imperial Avenue. Two ATM maintenance workers were upgrading the software on the ATMs. They were approached by 2 masked men who robbed them of all the ATM cash. 2 females were also seen driving the vehicles used. The 4 got away with over $200,000. El Centro Police, a Bureau of Investigations, was called in to the case. After a year investigating the incident, they were able to identify the suspects. All 4 were part of a robbery crew out of Los Angeles. The 3 suspects, 43-year-old Jorge Lopez, 25-year-old Carolina Alvarez, and 32-year-old Myra Serrano were taken into custody. Police also recovered 2 stolen vehicles and a firearm. Police now report that the 4th suspect, 32-year-old Gilbert Rosas, has also been arrested. Rosas was booked into Imperial County Jail on March 9th. And a guest at the El Centro Hotel reported his pickup truck was stolen. The man reported the theft Thursday morning. He told police that someone broke into his hotel room and took various items, and his Ford F-350 pickup truck was missing as well. El Centro Police are investigating. We'll have more in just a minute.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
And today is a day to get things cleaned up. Westmoreland is holding a cleanup day today. It is being held from 8 a.m. until 12 noon at 201 West 1st Street in Westmoreland at the water plant. The Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency will be at that event. There will be a free drop-off for Westmoreland residents only. They must show proof of residency, utility bill, or a driver's license. They will be accepting including computers, monitors, TVs, passenger tires, light truck tires, and rims. No more than 9 tires will be accepted without written exemption from the local environmental agency. No tires from businesses will be accepted. Also, a free dump day at Caltrans. It's a part of the Caltrans Clean California initiative. You'll be able to, you can today, dump bulk trash at the Caltrans El Centro Yard at 1102 Montenegro Way, or at the Brawley Yard at 200 South Palm Avenue in the morning, this morning, from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. Both sites are accepting the bulk trash free. You can also visit cleanca.com to organize your own local cleanup effort. All registrations will receive free little pickers, or little pickers, and free bags as well. Don't know what a little picker is, but you'll get a free one. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news, the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
And it is time for page 2 of the local news, served this hour by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food specializing in sushi rolls. There are 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state of the union. In the newsroom, SDSU IV event coming up. It's in honor of Women's History Month. San Diego State University, Imperial Valley will host its Latina Leaders in Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics, STEAM event. It'll showcase an art exhibition and a panel of scholars, artists, and activists. It'll take place Thursday, March 23rd at the SDSU Stempling Art Gallery, 720 Heber Avenue in Calexico. The event will run from noon to 4 p.m., and it is open to the public. Baja health officials released their COVID update. The health department down there released the update this week. According to the new numbers, there are currently 216 active cases of COVID in Mexicali. That's less than the 272 cases reported for all of Imperial County. There are currently 300 active cases of COVID in Tijuana, 103 cases in Ensenada. Statewide, in Baja California, there have been 582 new cases of COVID. There have also been 4 new deaths attributed to the virus. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates Sushi Rolls, one for each of our 50 states, and come join them with their famous Sake Bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingon. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial, or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
The high temperature yesterday, 77 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 45. National Weather Service says dry weather associated with weak high pressure, albeit with periodically thicker cloud cover, will hold over the region through early next week. Stronger Pacific storm system will quickly sweep into the area during the Tuesday-Wednesday time frame. This system will result in better precipitation chances, breezy conditions, and cooler temperatures before exiting the region during the second half of the week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 78. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy tonight. Overnight lows around 55. North to northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies on Sunday. Highs right near 79. South to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 58. West wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Monday, partly cloudy skies, highs right near 78. West to southwest wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 40 miles per hour on Monday. And right now we are looking at 45 degrees, 63% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still good throughout the region. Local news, page 2, and your weather, served up by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. Dinner menu features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And it is sports time. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. March Madness is underway. You may have noticed that if you listen to KXO. Featuring the games, several games. They had a really good one yesterday. 16 seed Farley Dickinson from New Jersey stunned number 1 Purdue at the NCAA tourney. It's, I think, the second time in history that a 16 has beat a number 1. They did it. That Dickinson did it. The coach said they would, but he was just talking. But it turned out that he was very prolific. Round 2 is being held today. Round 2 is underway today and tomorrow. Games will be heard this afternoon right here on 1230 KXO, all the way through the whole tournament to the championship game. The NBA scoreboard, the Mavericks beat the Lakers 111 to 110, just barely, but they got them. 76ers beat the Hornets 121 to 82. It was the Hawks over the Warriors 127 to 119. Cavaliers beat the Wizards 117 to 894. Bulls, they had to go into double overtime to do it, but they beat the Timberwolves 139 to 131. It was the Rockets over the Pelicans 114 to 112. Grizzlies, they went into overtime, but before they could beat the Spurs 126 to 120. It was the Celtics over the Blazers, the Trailblazers 126 to 112. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And at the World Baseball Classic, it was Mexico. It was not all Mexico. Puerto Rico was winning the game. Mexico came from behind and won. They defeated Puerto Rico 5-4. I think that eliminates Puerto Rico. Mexico moves on. Today, it should be a very interesting game. United States playing against Venezuela in the quarterfinals. See who moves on there. Be interesting because Venezuela has not lost a game in the entire tournament so far. That is this afternoon. United States taking on Venezuela. In the National Hockey League, it was the Flyers. They defeated the Sabres 5-2. Maple Leafs got by the Hurricanes by a score of 5-2, and another 5-2. Blues over the Capitals. The Ducks had to be different. They beat the Blue Jackets by a score of 7-4. And in Indian Wells, they're getting ready for the semis. Going to wrap up this weekend. Somebody's going to win it. On the women's side, Iga Swiatek and Elena Rybakina, they both qualified for the semis. The men qualified for the semis, Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. They're the latest ones. All the four of those people and more are going to be playing over this weekend for the championship game at Indian Wells. which should wrap up Monday. Rick Pitino in men's college basketball says he has no idea what his coaching future holds after the final game of his third season at Iona. Rick Pitino said that he didn't know whether he would be back for a fourth season or if he would be coaching somewhere else. Normally, that would indicate what's going to happen right there. If nobody said anything yet, he may not be coming back. Novak Djokovic, he's not in the United States. He's going to miss the Miami Open over vaccine status. Djokovic will miss next week's Miami Open after being denied an exemption that would have allowed him to enter the United States despite not being vaccinated against COVID-19. According to tournament director James Blake on Friday. But they said they tried to get Djokovic to be allowed to get an exemption, but that wasn't able to happen. So he will just go on to the next one that's not played in the United States. The 1 point loss Mavericks to the Mavericks from the Lakers. Anthony Davis says he takes full blame for missing the buzzer beater and therefore losing the game. Iowa State says off-kilter rim wasn't a factor in their shooting woes when losing their game on Friday. Apparently, they were playing with a warped rim. That didn't bother anybody. Grizzlies stunned the Spurs in overtime to complete a 29-point comeback. That was quite a game. And Marco Automat set a World Cup points record at the his wins skiing in the World Cup skiing. He is apparently doing all right, just like that girl did. Anyway, that's your sports. That's a look at sports. Brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Learn all you need to know.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are now ready for your financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Stocks fell Friday, ending of the day lower as tumult in the banking sector continued to unnerve Wall Street. Dow ended the week down 1.2%. S&P 500 ended the week up 1.4%. NASDAQ Composite rose 4.4%. So they weren't all down, just the Dow. Shares of First Republic continued their plunge and were down about 33%, even after a group of large banks intervened to offer the troubled bank $30 billion in deposits. Credit Suisse stock slept about 8% as Wall Street remained concerned about the bank's ability to recover from this week's turmoil. Investors are hoping next week's Federal Reserve meeting will shed more light on the trajectory of the economy following the troublesome week. Traders see a roughly 63% probability for a quarter-point hike, according to a CME FedWatch tool. Dow tumbled roughly 385 points on the week for 1.2%. S&P 500 fell 1.1% on the week. NASDAQ slipped 0.7%. That's business. We've got your weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 77 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 45. National Weather Service says dry weather associated with weak high pressure, albeit with periodically thicker cloud cover, will hold over the region through early next week. Stronger Pacific storm system will quickly sweep into the area during the Tuesday-Wednesday time frame. This system will result in better precipitation chances, breezy conditions, and cooler temperatures before exiting the region during the second half of the week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 78. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy tonight. Overnight lows around 55. North to northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies on Sunday. Highs right near 79. South to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 58. West wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Monday, partly cloudy skies, highs right near 78. West to southwest wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 40 miles per hour on Monday. And right now we are looking at 45 degrees, 63% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still good throughout the region. Your financial news and weather has been brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we're coming up on 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, we've got 6 minutes of news and information from the CBS Radio News Network. Then it's more of the best oldies on the radio.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local
news on the hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Allison Keyes in Washington. President Trump is calling for his supporters to take to the streets, claiming he will be arrested on Tuesday. He's basing that on what he calls illegal leaks from Manhattan prosecutors without confirmation. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
On his Truth Social platform, former President Donald Trump said he expects to be arrested Tuesday in Manhattan and is urging his followers to protest his looming indictment.
This is an open invitation to the far right and the white supremacists to come out into the streets, to cause havoc, to use violence.
Political analyst Larry Sabato.
This is a very dangerous situation for lots of reasons, not least that Trump has done something reminiscent of January 6, 2021.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Political analyst Greg Valliere.
If it's true, a big if, I think this is a plus for Trump. It gives him lots of publicity, and it allows him to play martyr, which he does very well.
There's an arrest warrant out for Russian President Vladimir Putin from the International Criminal Court over war crimes and the invasion of Ukraine. CBS's Ramy Inocencio with more.
Putin will not be arrested as long as he stays inside Russia. But if he travels to any ICC member country, 123 of them, that warrant means that he could be arrested. It's worth it to note the U.S. does not recognize the ICC.
The world is reeling over the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, and other financial institutions are in crisis as well. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger on what the Federal Reserve might do.
Half of them are saying they're going to be pausing their interest hikes
because there's so much systematic risk right now. But I speak to, I would say, another half that say they're probably going to raise by 0.25 percentage point. Inflation remains high. And from the Fed's perspective, if they just sort of say 0.25 percentage point, it's like hitting the golf ball straight down the fairway. It's not an eccentric thing to consider that we're raising rates to fight inflation. We don't want to necessarily signal to the whole world that we're so freaked out that we're going to pause on rates.
Another huge upset in the NCAA as the number 1 seed is knocked out in the first round. CBS's Nancy Chen tells us Farley Dickinson shocked Purdue.
This was such a huge upset. They were among the worst teams in basketball when they first started this season.
But that goes to show you anybody has a shot if they believe.
This has only happened once in March Madness history. Now Duke is one of the favorites to win the men's tournament. 5th-ranked Duke takes on 4th-ranked Tennessee later on this afternoon. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Green is the color of joy this weekend as St. Patrick's Day celebrations go on.
There were bagpipes and drums on New York's Fifth Avenue as the Big Apple held its annual St. Patrick's Day parade. There was also a bit of "Oh Danny Boy." Other cities across the U.S. had celebrations too. This one in Savannah, Georgia. Of course, in the Irish capital, Dublin, hundreds of thousands turned out for that city's parade. And in Chicago, another St. Patrick's Day tradition, the Chicago River turning green with lots of green dye. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
Zoom is showing up on baseball fields this year. Major League Baseball struck a deal with the company allowing umpires on the field to watch videos being evaluated during contested calls. They'll have 12.9-inch iPad Pro tablets brought out to them by a technician so they can watch the videos being reviewed. Allison Keys, CBS News.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending the Ooma cloud phone system with auto attendant and more than 50 features.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Find small business calm at ooma.com/radio. That's OOMA.com/radio.
Guys, stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now's the perfect time. Call today and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $119 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-711-6818 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. 800-711-6818.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer
with George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you wanna.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.